And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Green Bay Packers. Strap in, this will be a good one. Two one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. Back to throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Packers at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And now they'll shift things around.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Trap alert, go.
They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. You look at this Packers defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. 1 in running the ball, 1 in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
Still going inside the 20. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 6-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards on the ground. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's Stevenson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ramondre Stevenson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Second and 13. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And it won't count for 6. He's brought down, but inside the 5. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Stevenson is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Mitchell will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Carlson now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
79 Bronco.
Back to throw now on 1st down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now a 2nd and 2.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. 70 Lion. Mustang 19. Ready, ready?
They'll look to throw again. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react. Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And now Metcalf going to get a chance to run. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 5. Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run once more with Stevenson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Ready, ready. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now, keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On 3rd down, here's Stevenson. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Now back to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Hopkins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Back to Stevenson on first down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Again, it's Stevenson. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Well, what do coaches tell us all the time, CD? We've got to get our playmakers more involved, and certainly running with the football is one way, and it paid off right there.
And you're talking about paying off to great effect. How about the big explosive play that was a result of that play call? Big time execution on that one.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Short throw to Smith. Finding room at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Back to throw. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
13 yards, first down, Packers. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Go street. 19 Lions. Let's roll. Come 19. Come 19. Ready.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Buffalo 18. 60 Bobcat. 60.
They'll look to throw here. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Touchdown! George Kittle from 4 yards out.
And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Sliding out of the pocket and unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football.
Okay, ready?
Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Oh, design run for their wideout. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Come on. Set.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And this will be a Seahawks first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained
Here we
runs,
go.
taking their time and making it work.
Ready.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter.
Ready.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
Go.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now it's Stafford. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford connects with Kittle underneath. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Stafford work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they'll wind up getting close to 10 yards there. They only needed 1 on 4th and 1.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Christian Harris
in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good, and they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand.
That really sets them back. A loss of 6. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
60 by 6. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
11. 32.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out.
Ready.
They lose the yardage, and of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Stafford. It's complete to Hopkins. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Out of the gun, Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Monday.
On 1st and 10, Stafford eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford.
That is caught. Schoonmaker. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford.
That's caught downfield by Kittle.
And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Seahawks, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.